Hello! Welcome, everybody. I'm finally home. It's very exciting. I thought it would be fun to go live and unbox because I have like a ton of mail that came in. So I thought, let's do this live. I just got back from the gym and showered. So my hair's, excuse my hair, it will like slowly dry while we're on here. Um, Hi, Malka. How are you? How is everybody doing? So I was, if you missed it somehow, I was in the New Orleans area for like 6 weeks almost. And it is very nice to be back. So you'll get my familiar backgrounds again. And yeah, we have a whole lot of mail to open. So this is a combination of things. We have publisher mail. We've got like some things I bought. I've even got a couple of clothing items that I figure I'll open on here. I went through and like crossed off all the addresses and everything. So I'll show you what came in the 6 weeks that I was gone. So yeah. Hey Vicky. Yes. Nice to travel and nice to be home. Yes, absolutely. It was nice to go out and kind of get out of the city. If you haven't seen it, it was kind of fun. I went and tried to get to as many bookstores as I could, and I did a bookstore tour. I ended up hitting like 14 places, which was wild. So of course I also have a stack of books I bought because of course. Hello. Hi. How is everybody? How's your summer going? Um, yeah, it's nice to be home. So what do we want to start with? So we have 3 categories, and maybe I'll kind of mix up what I do. I've got like 2 packages with clothing items. That's these. This is all publisher mail, and then this is like pre-orders and things like book of the month, things that I bought. So what do we want to see? You know, if I mute myself, I can like do a poll. But I mean, we can also just do one at a time. Put it in the comments. Start with books. Okay, Malka, we'll start with a book. Books, then clothes, then more books. That's fair. Okay, we'll start with books. Do we want to do a publisher package first or like a pre-order first? Can go back and forth. It'll be fun. See what came in. It's like some of it I know what it is, and some of it I have no idea. Whatever first comment I see on here, we'll go with. Or I'll just pick. What is closest? Okay, yeah. Well, this is the closest publisher package. So let's see what we got. This is from Penguin Random House. And we have more things. All right. All right, Penguin Random House. Let's see. I'm guessing this is probably from Penguin Teen. I think there were a couple things they were going to send me. Let's see. Ooh, there's stuff in there. Come on. Oh, yay. Yes. Come Out by Natalie C. Parker. This is exciting. I'm planning on reading this month, actually. So this looks really fun. It is a queer YA horror novel that looks really fun. Thank you, Penguin Teen. It's never been safe for Fern, Jack, or Mallory to come out to their families. As kids, their emerging identities drove them into friendship and also forced them into the woods to hide in an old abandoned house when they needed safety. But one night, when the girls sought refuge, Mallory never made it back home. Fern and Jack did, but neither survivor remembered what happened or the secrets they were so desperate to keep. 5 years later, Fern and Jack are seniors on the verge of graduation, seemingly happy in their straight cisgender lives, until a spirit who looks like Mallory begins to appear, seeking revenge for her death, and the part Fern and Jack played in it. As they're haunted, something begins to shift, and they start to remember who they are. It sounds very interesting, so I'm excited to read that. Thank you, Penguin Teen. This is coming out soon. I can't remember if it's like in August. I think it's in August. It's coming out in August. So first book. Yay, and that one's going on the TBR very soon. Exciting. Okay. We will alternate. Let's do one of my Barnes & Noble books. I will say I know at least one of these. I know at least one of these I couldn't it was a pre-order I couldn't cancel, so I will be returning it, but I'm not sure which one this is, so let's see. Okay. Oh yes, this I'm not returning. I'm very excited about it. The Blonde Dies First by Joelle Wellington. I'm so excited about this. If y'all know, I kept talking about Their Vicious Games, which was her debut novel. So good. One of the best books that I had read, and I was very excited to see what we get next. So this is her latest book. Yes, you are not wrong, Malka. The pairing that yeah, we'll get there. That is the one that I will be returning. So this one, what is this one about? I loved her first book so much. Devon is always being left behind by her genius twin sister Drew. At this point, it's a fact of life, but Devon had one last plan before Drew leaves for college a whole year early, the best summer ever. After committing to the bit a little too much, though, the twins and their chaotic circle of friends learn why you don't ever mess with a Ouija board if you actually want to survive the best summer ever, and they soon find themselves being hunted down by a demon. But while there's no mistaking that the creeping, venomous figure is not from around here, its murderous method doesn't feel very demonic at all. In fact, it's downright human, going after them in typical slasher movie kill order. Anyway, so it's also queer, and yeah, it looks like fun. Hi, hello. So that is a pre-order. Very excited to have that. Also, I noticed the audio is on Everand, so for anybody who has it. That is on there. Shall we do another publisher package? All right. This one is from Macmillan, so I'm guessing Tor, probably. I've got 2 packages from them, I think. So let's see what we got. Oh, a finished book. Oh, yes, that's right. They reached out to me. This looks cool. A Certain Kind of Starlight by Heather Weber. Look how pretty that is. The Queen of Magical Small Town Charm. I think this is like a cozy fantasy. Yeah. Certain Kind of Starlight is a lyrical, heartwarming story of family growth and magic from the best-selling author of Midnight at the Blackbird Cafe, which I've also heard really good things about. I haven't read it, but I love the cover of it. So this one, we've got somebody who left her small hometown of Starlight, Alabama, and then her aunt gets diagnosed with something, and she comes back to help run the family bakery. And, oh, and it's sapphic. So it's got like a cozy sapphic fantasy romance, but contemporary. That sounds like fun. No wonder I said yes to that. Thank you to Tor. Love it. That's exciting. I have so much to put in my recycling bin after this. Okay, what do we want to do next? I'm going to do a clothing item because this was something I bought from Etsy. I saw these and I was like, I cannot resist this. Hopefully it turns, oh yes, y'all. Have you seen these? I love this design so much. The Femininomenon t-shirts with Kamala Harris. I'm kind of obsessed. So yeah. Also, it's nice to have some like hope for what's happening in the world. Hopefully, not perfect, but like so much better. Anyway, so I got one of those, which I'm excited for. I think that'll be fun. What was the shop? I don't know. It doesn't say on here. Oh, Love Lania, Lainia. If anybody's interested, I just saw those and I was like, this is great. What else? What else do we want to see? Should we do another Barnes and Noble package? Let's see. What's in here? Oh, yes. This is so exciting. I've been reading my e-arc, and now I have the finished copy. Ah, it's the new Sylvia Moreno Garcia, The Seventh Veil of Salome. This is so exciting. I love her so much. She is definitely one of my favorite authors. So this one is historical fiction set in kind of golden age of Hollywood, where a young Mexican woman is cast as the lead role in this film. And it's really interesting the way that she's doing it is like the way the story is being told. I'm really into so far. I love her writing so much. And good for her. A Good Morning America book club pick already. And it just came out. This was my pre-order, so yay. I'm so happy this is here. Oh, look how pretty that is. That's beautiful. Awesome. Wow. I'm realizing sometimes these books have like hidden things under the dust jackets, and I have not been checking any of the ones I've been opening to see if there's anything fun. Oh, look. It's like sometimes there is, sometimes. Oh, that's kind of fun. Look at this. So the come out one. This is the spine of it. It's kind of cool. It's got like a key with a skull on it. That's fun. Okay. Yay. I'm so happy to have my finished copy. I will put that right over there because I'm in the process of reading it. Should we do another publisher book? How is everybody? Also, feel free to chat in the comments. I feel like this is going faster than I thought it would. Okay. We've got another package from Macmillan. So probably another one from Tor. Yeah. It got also taped, which hopefully means, oh, this has more than just a book in it. Fun. Let's see. Oh, cool. Okay, this is fun. All right, hold on. So this is, excuse me, goodness. Should have gotten a water before I started. The Silver Blood Promise by James Logan. The first book in a fantasy series. I love the cover. It looks cool. It says it's for fans of Scott Lynch, Nicholas Ames, and Joe Abercrombie, an unmissable epic fantasy debut packed with winning banter, thrilling twists, and blockbuster action. It sounds like fun. It looks really good. And then it came with, I think this is a deck of playing cards that are themed to the book. It makes me wonder if one of the characters is like a gambler or something. That's kind of fun. So they're like playing cards with the book on it. Nice. Just good timing, I guess, because my kids have been getting into card games recently. Mexican Gothic is one of my favorites, I've got to say. It's like in my top 2 from her. So that is a really good one to have read. But yeah, she's great. I love her books. Have been in some live chats where people really liked the pairing. Well, okay, so here's the thing. It's not cheating. Like I didn't like it. I DNF'd it, but it's not cheating. So the deal is that they are not together. It's a second chance romance. They broke up because of some kind of dumb miscommunication stuff and unexpectedly end up on this food tour of Europe together. And there's still chemistry between them, and they decide to make a bet to see who can sleep with the most people on their European tour. So the sex bet thing is what's kind of like not my deal, but it isn't cheating. Still not my thing, but yeah. It is a thick book, yes. It's a big fantasy, which I do. I like these. It's like 500 pages, so nothing too wild, but that looks fun. The premise sounds fun. All right. Let's see. I've been excited to open this. So, okay, y'all. If you're not familiar with JessaKae, oh, Emily, the premise is still not your cup of tea. Yeah, same. I get it. So they make these really gorgeous dresses. They are size inclusive. They go up to like, I think like a 5 or 6X, and they go down to an extra small, which I think is amazing. And they had a sale, and I ordered a couple of dresses from them. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I don't usually do like clothing unboxings on here, but oh, dude, their dresses are so pretty. It is puffy. Yes, you could definitely use it as a pillow. I mean, it's because they're big dress. Okay, one of them is like a full-length dress, so that's the one I'm going to pull out. I'm so excited about this. I was just like dying when they went on sale. JessaKae. Yes. they're great because they can fit everyone, and I love their designs. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at that. Okay, it's not, it's like, I'll like stand up because it's like, look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to try this on. Which I'm not going to do right this second, but it's so pretty. I love the florals. I'm excited because I'm thinking I'm probably going to wear this for, we pushed back to September, but I'm this company we're doing like a cottagecore party that we're running in September. So I'm thinking I might wear this for that. So if you're in the New York area, I'm really excited. Isn't it? It's so pretty. Yeah. I love it. And I also just like love their ethos as a company. So their stuff is a little bit pricey, but I do think it's worth it. And they have really good sales sometimes. It could be worse. Like they have sales sometimes where things are like $99 dresses, which is a lot more than I ever spent growing up on anything. But I know there's, it's like supporting a small business and I love what they do. It's so puffy. I'm really excited for that. Okay, so that's one. And then I had one other one in here. This one is not so puffy, but still I'm excited. In comparison to Lane Bryant, so like it depends on the dress. So the ones with the appliques, like this one, when they're full price, they're usually more like, well, it depends. Like they have floor length ones, and then this one is like T length. So the prices vary. I think the most expensive dresses I've seen from them are like $250, but again, sometimes they go on sale for like $100, and they come out with different things. So it's not terrible, but it's not cheap, I guess is what I would say. Okay, so this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, so this is the other one. Look how pretty that is. And this is a shorter dress. I am so excited. I love this brocade look. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm very excited about that. So yeah. So they had a sale and I was like, I'm gonna get these. Fairly comparable. Yeah. Yeah. I would say so. But I think the styles are a lot better in my opinion. So yes. Thanks, Vicky. I'm very excited about them. They're really pretty. I'm excited to try them on and see, but I've had a couple of things. Actually, if you've been around a while, oh, thank you. I'm glad you like them. Yeah, they are both blue. That's true. I didn't even really think that about it, but yeah, I like them. But if you've been around a while, you might remember a year ago for my birthday, I went to a Bridgerton ball. If I can find it later, I can like try to put the link in here. I did a short for it. But the dress that I got for that was also from JessaKae. And I bought a hoop skirt to wear under it. And it was really fun. It worked out really well. Yay. I love pretty dresses and trying to find reasons to wear them. It's very exciting. Okay. Let's do another pre-order. See what's in here. Like amassing a pile of cardboard next to me. Okay. Oh, well, here's the one that I will be returning. Where is what I want to know though is where do they put my invoice? It's supposed to come with an invoice and that's sketchy. It's The Pairing by Casey McQuiston, which I want to return. I have the box. They did not put an invoice in my box. What's up with that? Dude. Yeah, so like I said earlier, not my cup of tea. I mean, it's a really pretty book. Like, beautiful. But yeah, sex bet, not really my thing. I will say also this, if you've been on like the bookish internet in the last couple of days, you have seen this blowing up because of what they did with the PR boxes, which I have mixed feelings about. It was like, I get it, but they should have done it differently. Like, I don't know. We could talk about that. May or may not have opened a different tab to look up JessaKae. Yes, they have pockets. A lot of their dresses have pockets. I love that too. Yes. You should be able to access an invoice if I am a member. Okay, thank you, Emily. I appreciate it. I will look that up. Okay, so if you haven't heard, for the PR box, which, listen, like I said, the book is about a sex bet. So there's a lot of sex in it. So what they did is they did a PR box that's supposed to like engage the senses, I guess. So it's and I will be trying to return this, but they have perfume, a little jar of honey, a discreetly packaged vibrator, and lube. Which like is appropriate to the book, but people are not happy because they didn't like give the option to like opt in to getting the box. I mean, I think they did, it seems they did for their list make sure everybody was at least over 18, but yeah, like it's one of those things that's hard because I'm like, if I got something like that, I would think it's funny, but I also understand that there are people who live in places and in situations where that would be not great. So ideally, ideally they could have, you know, said, "Hey, are you open to receiving a box with adult items in it?" Like, I get it. It's like on the one hand, I think it's clever for what the book is about. It fits, but like, you know, maybe, you know, let people know that's coming is my thought. Yeah. Anyway, but people are, it is like wildfire. I will say some people are comparing it to unsolicited dick pics, which or like sexual harassment, which I think is a little, I don't know about that. And also, if you see people talking about it and saying that it's like a, you know, phallic shaped thing, it's not. I found an unboxing video. It's like a discreet little like egg shaped thing. Still, consent would have been good, but people are talking about it as if it's like this super salacious thing more so than it is. I don't know, but it's that's been all over the bookish. So yeah, let's open another publisher package. They probably did not send me one because I posted a video about how I DNF'd it, which is totally fine. This is from Hachette, so probably something from Orbit. Not sure what that is. Let's see. Getting people talking about the book. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that's true. At least it's not soap. I mean, yeah. At least it's not soap. Yeah. Well, I think what kind of blew it up is somebody apparently, so I hear, everybody's been talking about this, apparently somebody got it and was unboxing it with her mom there, and it was kind of awkward. Anyway, I just think it would have been better to like have people opt into it. But which is worse, Mossgate or adult items? I don't know. I think personally, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Okay. So, oh yes, I'm excited for this. A Rose by Any Other Name by Mary McMine. Not everybody liked it, but I really liked her first or her last book. What was it? I forget. But this one, if the mysterious dark lady of Shakespeare's sonnets were given a voice, what secrets would she tell? Interesting. Unravels one of literature's most compelling mysteries and spins an unforgettable tale of women and witches in Elizabethan England. So she does historical fantasy. It leans heavier on the historical stuff, but I like her writing. It works for me, so I'm excited to try that. Thank you to Red Hook and Orbit for that. That's exciting. All right. We're getting through these, actually. Not too bad. Yes, it is that I couldn't remember what it was. Yes, this is the author of the Book of Gothel. I liked that book too. So yeah, interested to see what this one is. So yeah, this one's set in like 1591, and it's, you know, sort of fictionalizing William Shakespeare and this woman, I guess. So I thought the writing was really great too. I know it leaned more literary, so I don't, like, there were some people who didn't like it that much, but I kind of wonder if part of it was like a marketing issue. So hopefully, but I think they've done a better job. Like, this cover is giving me historical, literary more than fantasy, so I hope it works out. Yeah. Ah, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, we've got another pre-order. I had like a whole flurry of them. I don't usually have this many pre-orders from Barnes & Noble, but there were a lot. A lot for the summer. Oh, okay. This is another one actually that I have a copy of, so I may return this copy, even though I love it, but I pre-ordered this book and then I went to a signing for it. So now I have two. This is Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle. It's great. I love it, but I have a signed copy right over here because I got to see him in New Orleans, which was really cool. So this is queer horror set in Hollywood, and I loved it. It was really good. But I don't really need two copies of it. So yeah. This is true. August and September do tend to be big book seasons. I don't know. Yeah, like and then it kind of drops off November, December. I usually don't have that many. But I had several. I think I might still be waiting on like one more pre-order for this time period. But see, I got my invoice with that one. I'm not sure why it was missing for the other one. That's interesting. Issues I had with the pairing and the same issues you had. Yeah, DNF the E-arc. Yeah, no, I get it. I liked Red, White, and Royal Blue too. I also DNF'd. I had the audiobook from NetGalley, and not for me. Their books are just kind of hit and miss for me, it seems like. But some people are liking it. Yes, read Camp Damascus. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Bury Your Gaze, I didn't love as much as Camp Damascus, but like, it's really fun. It's very rompy, and like, Camp Damascus is more serious. Yes, read it. It's perfect for summer read, to be honest. It is a really good summer read, I would say. All right, let's open our last box from publishers. This is from Penguin Random House. I don't know what this is, and it's kind of a big box too, so let's see what they sent. Oh, this is like, oh, right. I did know this was coming. I think they told me that like we were accidentally getting, that's right. They like meant to send us just the paperback, I think, of this, and accidentally sent us the paperback and the hardcover. So this is a graphic novel that I had an arc of and read, and it was really good. I really liked it. This is The Ghost Keeper by Joanna Taylor. I gave it 5 stars. This was really great. So I got a finished copy, so thank you. That was so nice. I had a e-arc of it. So it follows this guy who can see ghosts, and he's gay, so it's got like a little bit of a queer romance in it, but also he's sort of like a therapist for ghosts. It's so good. I really loved it. It was so charming. So yeah, I would recommend it. It's from Penguin Teen is putting it out, but I think adults could definitely read it. It was super charming. Definitely would recommend. And we're heading into like spooky season, or if you're doing Summerween, this would be a great one. So thank you. I ended up with a hardcover and a paperback, which is, I think, accidental, but yeah, very excited about that. I know, right? It is really cute. And I like graphic novels because they're fun. They're like quick reads, and you get like great, creepy art. So it's like creepy, but not super scary. And it's more about working, like the ghosts are working through trauma, It's really good. I love it. That was a good one. Yay. Thank you to Penguin Teen for that. That's exciting. Wow, we're almost there, guys. We only have 2 boxes left. Okay, so I have to tell you about this. So here's what happened. if you're not familiar, so Subterranean Press is the small press that does really nice special editions of books. They're usually kind of expensive, so I don't usually buy many things from them, but I do have a couple from them, a couple of Sylvia Moreno Garcia books and some novellas. Anyway, they did a mystery box sale for, I think, novellas, and it was like 3 mystery novellas. You don't know what you're getting for like $45, which is a steal. So I was like, yes, please send me 3 mystery novellas. So I don't know what these are. We're going to find out together, but they do great stuff. Like, it's now some of their stuff I'm less interested in. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up with. But I was like, oh, yes. Honestly, I'm kind of a sucker for like a mystery box thing. I've done it with clothing items a few times. It's kind of fun. I mean, sometimes it can go poorly, but sometimes you end up with something you wouldn't have picked for yourself, but you end up really liking. So I kind of like it. Okay, I really could use scissors for this. Ugh, hold on. It's like the other ones open much more easily. Got like tiny little ones. Okay. Too picky to be comfortable with mix. I get that. Totally makes sense. Yeah, for me it's like fun, but I understand. Okay, so let's see. They always package things really well so they don't like break or anything. Look at all these like packing peanuts. All right, I'm gonna try to get these. Oh, okay. They're all. I think they're all wrapped up together. Great. There's an invoice in there. Put that down. We'll take out the invoice and then we will see what we ended up with. This is exciting. Like, I have no idea what's going on my TBR. Okay, so they're bubble wrapped. Let's see what we got. Ooh, this looks cool. The Last Dragoners of Bao Bazar by Indra Das. I've never heard of this, but it looks really cool. Thought they would be novellas in the mystery genre. Oh, sorry about that. No, the novellas could be anything. The mystery is what the novellas are. I think it's really fun as a concept, and it's discounted because normally their novellas are like $45 each. So 3 for $45, I was like, yes, sign me up. All right, let's take a look at this. That's so pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Rue is a boy from nowhere, though he lives somewhere. The city of Calcutta, his classmates in school remind him he doesn't look like them and must come from somewhere else. When Rue asks his parents, they tell him they are descended from nomads, but even nomads must come from somewhere. The question forever on the mind of the boy from nowhere is where. Rue dreams things that wouldn't seem out of place in the fantasy novels his father read to him when young. Fragments of a culture that doesn't exist in this world, but might in another, where sky and sea are one, and humans sail this eternal ocean on the backs of divine beasts. He remembers dragons. This sounds really cool. And it's like they're nice cloth-bound books. Yeah. Isn't that so cool? Yes, so this is the cover. It is really pretty. It is kind of like Blind Date with a Book. Yeah, it's a little similar. This is so cool. And it's signed. This one is like part of a limited edition. There were only 1,000 made. I don't know what, then this came out in 2023. I don't know why I never heard anything about it, but this sounds awesome. So cool. Okay, let's see what else we ended up with. That's exciting. It's like you just don't know. It's like you could end up with stuff that you're like, I'm not interested. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, hold on. So we have Heartless by H.G. Perry. And it looks like this is a prequel to Peter Pan. Well, if I don't like it, I should send this to Leanna because she's obsessed with Peter Pan and she loves H.G. Perry's books, which I sent her. I think, was it H.G. Perry? Or is that a different author? Oh, yeah, novella by the author of The Unlikely Escape of Uriah Heep. I think H.G. Perry's also the one that wrote books that she really liked. This came out in 2024. It's also signed. It sounds cool. Very pretty. At the age of 7, in a London workhouse, newly orphaned James meets 10-year-old Peter. Mysterious, mercurial, thoughtless to the point of cruelty, Peter nonetheless takes a liking to James. The two forge a strange friendship, bound together by their shared love of stories of a magical island called Neverland, where they adventure as the pirate James Hook and the child king Peter Pan. Oh, very interesting. So this is like Hook and Peter as kid. I'm very, very interested in that. It is really pretty. Oh, good. You read it and you liked it. Yeah, it looks cool. It is another gorgeous cover. Well, so far I've got to say, I feel like this was a very good use of $45. I was like, I hope I get things I'm actually interested in reading, because you just never know. But yeah. Okay, last one. Huh. Okay, I've never heard of this. Time Out by Michael Marshall Smith. This looks kind of creepy, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't know what this is. Let's see. Okay. Get it out. It's tight. Okay. There we go. Okay, well, it is creepy. Psychological horror novella. I do like horror novellas. Ooh. I've never heard of this author. Love the green. This is so pretty. You wake up and the world is different, not in the disaster movie sense, but much more painful and purposeful, almost sinister. In the tradition of Lonely Road Gone, The Disappearance, and I Am Legend comes Michael Marshall Smith's Time Out, a brand new novella of displacement and unease. Okay, I'm intrigued. This also sounds like something I would read, and it is another signed one. So, wow, I'm very happy. I had a feeling, I thought, oh, surely there's going to be at least one that I'm like not really interested in, but I am interested in reading all three of those, and they're really pretty. It does sound interesting, yeah. Cool. Well, I am very pleased that worked out. I've got 3 new novellas from Subterranean Press. That was really cool. Yay. They are great. They make some really beautiful editions of things. It's just normally their stuff is pricey, so I don't get that many. All right, last thing is my book of the month box. I do know, because I skipped August, because I didn't want anything in August. So this is my July box, and I think at least one of these I've read and didn't actually like very, very much. I don't remember what else I got, though. Hold on. Let's see. It's been a while since I ordered them. Oh, yeah. Okay, some of these I'm excited for. All right. So this one I haven't read yet, but it looks good. Ooh, it's thick. The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. This sounded really interesting. And I love the cover. I did not realize it was going to be such a big book, though. When a teenager vanishes from her Adirondack summer camp, 2 worlds collide. And so it says it's a story of inheritance and second chances, where the tensions between a family and a community and a history that will not let any of them go. So it's like a thriller of some sort. It looked really cool. I've been hearing a lot of buzz about it, so I'm excited to try that. This is the one that I read and did not like. Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I will be passing this one along. I just thought it was really boring, to be honest. It was just not great. Hi! Oh, I'm so glad you found me. Well, speaking of Pango Books, this will probably end up in my Pango bookshop, but I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, so this is like about a kid who was taken from a camp, or not from a camp, from a tent where he was camping in his backyard with a friend in the middle of the night, and then the surviving friend comes back years later. I just thought it was really boring. I didn't really like it that much, so yeah. Yes, a literary thriller. That is, I think, exactly what God of the Woods is. Heard mixed things, but still interested. Yeah, I'm interested too. I want to give it a try. Yeah, this one, I had ended up with the audiobook, so I will not be keeping that one on my shelves. And then this one I have not yet read, but I'm looking forward to it. One Perfect Couple by Ruth Ware. I usually really like Ruth Ware's books, and I just always get them because her work works, like the books she writes works for me. This one is psychological suspense. I think they like, oh, right. Okay, this sounds fun to me too, because I like books about reality TV. I think it's interesting, and this one has reality TV. So we've got a postdoctoral researcher who's having a hard time. Her boyfriend's an aspiring actor, and so the opportunity arises for him to join the cast of a new reality TV show, One Perfect Couple, and they end up getting on the show, and then things go wrong. I'm excited for this. This sounds really fun, so I picked that up too. And look at all the packaging material for Pangos. It's true. I now have many boxes to use for Pango sales. Yeah, it's funny. I just put my shop back live like 2 days ago, and within 24 hours, I had an order, which is great. I'm not complaining because like YouTube AdSense has been not great, so I can use the orders. Oh, no, didn't like it. It was boring. I don't know. I'm hopeful that I might still like it just because there have been other books by Ruth Ware that people thought were boring that I really liked just because her writing, works for me. So I'm like, hopefully I end up liking it. We'll see. But yeah, those were the 3 book of the month things that I got, one of which I will not be keeping. It was fine. Riley Sager is very hit and miss for me, I find. Seems like he's that way for a lot of people, but yeah, wow. So that is a lot of packing material and a lot of books, but it was kind of fun to open it and see what all came in. If you're interested, I do have next to me a stack of some of the books I bought while I was in New Orleans. I know you probably see some of them in the bookstore video, but a lot of them you don't. So if anybody is interested, I can show you some of what I picked up there. I have so many things to add to my Goodreads after this. Let me know if you'll want to see. I guess we could do that. NOLA book haul. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Let's do a NOLA book haul because I got a lot of stuff. I went to like 14 places. I didn't buy something everywhere, but I bought something most places. Okay. All right, let's do it. I think I have most of them here, so let's see. I have like stuff I need to put away. And all right. So like I said, I went to an event for Bury Your Gays and I got my signed copy, which is very exciting. That was really fun. This was put on by Tubby and Coos, which is a queer-owned bookstore. Again, you can see all of this if you check out my bookstore vlog. You'll see the bookstores. I just didn't always show the books I picked up. But they're queer-owned. They don't have a physical location, but they do pop-ups and they do events. And I think they're having some stuff in the fall, so that was fun. Then I went, so one of them is over there. I went to a comic book shop. More fun comics, and I got another volume of Monstrous, which is a fantastic graphic novel series, comic series. I guess it's comic. Darker fantasy was good. I did eat some good food on my trip. New Orleans has great food. Again, I put a couple of things I think in that video, but yeah, we definitely had fun. Okay, hold on. There's one book over here. Behind me. All right. This was a find. I think I probably will also put this on Pango, but I was like, this is a great deal. I'm going to get it because it was $8. Another Subterranean Press edition. I got this at Blue Cypress Books. Crystal Knights and Other Stories by Greg Egan. I am not familiar with him, but for people who are, like, how cool is that? It was like $8.50, and it's a nice, fancy special edition, which is cool. So that was exciting. Oh, nice. The Dutch translation of the first two volumes of Monstrous just came out. Yeah, that's exciting. Pick it up. It's got a lot of in-depth world building. I think like some of the most intense world building I've seen in a graphic novel, but it's really good. Yeah, this is how I feel. Mystery packages do feel like Christmas to me too. I think it's fun, but I understand that it can be too stressful for some people. That's fine. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, this one I got at Crescent City Books, Never Whistle at Night, an Indigenous dark fiction anthology with an introduction by Stephen Graham Jones. So sounded really good. They've got some great authors in here. So I was like, yeah, let me pick it up. There's like Darcy Little Badger, Nick Medina, Tommy Orange, Wogeshig Rice, Rebecca Roanhorse. Like, it's a great lineup. There's more, but Sherry Dimaline. Excited to try that. I also got, I guess this will show up for some patrons and channel members, but I do an exclusive video every month and people like suggest videos they want to see and I draw them. So the one I drew for August was doing a blind date with a book. So I was like, well, let me get one in New Orleans. And I got one at the Baldwin and Company. Yes. Blind book. Yeah. So I got one at Baldwin and Company. So this is the book I'm going to be reading for the August video. And I'd never heard of it. It looks interesting. Black Pearl by Terrace Marie. So it's a debut novel intertwining crime, romance, and the 90s era, a refreshing new voice for urban romance lovers and women's crime thriller connoisseurs, which sounds cool. So yeah, I will be reading that for that video. And I got that. Baldwin & Co. is really cool. It's a James Baldwin themed bookstore and it's beautiful. One of my favorite bookstores that I spent the longest time at and talked to the booksellers a lot was the Garden District Bookshop. And it was funny because one of the booksellers I was talking to just moved from New York and is friends with the bookseller who runs the romance book club that I go to in New York City. And so we talked for a while and I picked up a romance book there. And that is Mickey Chambers Shakes It Up by Cherish Reed. I've read from Cherish Reed before and I really like it. She is in academia and so she writes characters in academia, which is fun. So this one has a heroine who's an adjunct instructor in modern literature, struggling to pay bills, and so she picks up a bartending gig and ends up falling for the bar owner. So it looks great. Oh, cool, you've read the book. Awesome. So I got that. Then, I feel like I'm missing something, but it's fine. This is close enough. Okay, so then what store was this from? Oh, Frenchman Books. This was like the quirkiest bookstore. It's like a lot of queer things and some like interesting things. You'll see it there, but the book I picked up there was The Casquette Girls by Alice Arden. She's a local author, and I have actually had this on my radar for a while, and I think it's supposed to be signed, which is nice. So it's the first book in a YA urban fantasy series, I think. 7 girls tied by time, 5 powers that bind, 1 curse to lock the horror away, 1 addict to keep the monsters at bay. And I had heard of this and it sounded fun and I always thought maybe I would give it a try. So I decided to pick it up. It's kind of a thicker one from a smaller press. It is long, it's like 560 pages, but they were saying people tend to keep breezing through them and coming back in and buying more books in the series, which is a good sign. So we're gonna try that. Then I went to the Ladder library sale. The library is really cool. It's gorgeous. Definitely would go check that out if you're in New Orleans. Yeah, it does sound like an interesting book. And they had books for like, $1 or $2 and a huge library book sale that they do 3 days a week. It was really neat. Again, go see that video to see it. But the book I got for myself, I got a couple things for my kids, but for myself, I've got The Birch Bark House by Louise Erdrich. This is the first book in her, I think it's a middle grade series, and I've heard really good things about it. So she's an Indigenous author, and it's supposed to be really good. So I got that for $1. Love that. Then at the community bookstore, which is it's like African books, art, and gifts. I got this, looked really interesting. It's called Mule Bone. It's a play that was written by Zora Neale Hurston and Langston Hughes, which I didn't know they collaborated on something like that. It's really interesting. So this is the manuscript, and then it also has a short story by Zora Neale Hurston in it. I've read a couple other things by Zora Neale Hurston and by Langston Hughes recently, really enjoyed it, so thought that would be a cool one to have. They were both writers in the Harlem Renaissance. Yes, Angela does love her books. Yeah. I mean, she writes a lot of more literary stuff, but her middle grade series looked really interesting to me. And then I also picked up a book at, what was this one called? Oh my gosh, I can't even remember now. It was the most wild book. If you see the the thumbnail for, I'm gonna look up what the bookstore was called, but if you look at the thumbnail for my bookstore tour video, you see me being like, oh my God, because I'm like amid stacks and stacks of books. It was the wildest experience, just this like labyrinth of books. And this is the book I picked up there, which I am gonna tell you, it's called, oh yeah, Arcadian Books and Prints. Yes, the fire hazard one. Yes, it is. Yes, it was a time. So I found Lips Touch Three Times by Laini Taylor. I think this is out of print, and I've heard good things about it. I know some people really liked it. It was like in decent condition, and it's fun because it's another one that she collaborated on with her husband, who's an illustrator, and so he did illustrations for it. It's like a YA fantasy romance that came out a while ago, and I thought that would be fun. So yeah. Perfect. Yeah, I hope it's good too. I will be reviewing it sometime this month, so probably at the end of the month, so check back. It looked interesting. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So those are, as if that wasn't enough. I did get a lot of books, but I visited a lot of bookstores, and it was really fun. A lot of really cool bookstores in New Orleans. So, whew, yeah, so many things to add to my shelves. But it's nice being home. It was a long time to be away, and it's very nice to sleep in my own bed, and excited for that. So next video you'll be getting from me in a few days will be my mid-month wrap-up, which I will just say I have yet to give a book 5 stars this month, which is very unusual for me, and I have a very high number of like 3-star reads, which is rough. So I'm hoping things improve. So, should be an interesting mid-month wrap-up. I know, we're midway through the month already. Isn't that wild? Yeah, so it's coming very quickly. Oh, one other thing too, because I keep forgetting to mention it, and I should tell people this is a thing. I am hosting another New York City trip in November, and it is happening regardless of how many more people sign up. There's like a couple people. If you're interested, there's a link in the description through my Ko-fi page. Also, there's more information on my Instagram. If you want to come hang out with me and do fun bookish things for a weekend in New York, that is available to you. Let me know if you have any questions about it. We've got 2 people signed up so far, and yeah, it'll be fun. We're going to go back to the Library Hotel, which is very cool. It's where we went for the one in May. I did a vlog of the trip in May, and we had such a good time. It was great. Thank you. I hope things get better for me also. If your reading is meh, you tend to select a book from a series. Yeah, that would help. I think part of the problem is this month I've been trying really hard to get through all the things I have to read, or like things for review, and maybe that's been detrimental. Although I am listening to an audiobook that I'm liking a lot right now, and so I'm like hoping it might end up being the best thing I read in the first half of the month. We'll see. But so far it's really good. It's Immortal Dark by what's her name? Tigest Girma. It's really good. It's YA, but it's like reads like upper YA. It's like dark academia with black vampires, and like it's really good. An unlikable heroine. I am really liking that one. So yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope this was fun. And yeah, I'll be back with a mid-month wrap-up probably end of the week. And I hope you all enjoy your week. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you all next time. Bye.